Hey everybody, welcome to the Market Minute. We're back this week. I got 4 cards that are being moved by what I think is the meta and the shift that we got from LL of Zen and Enigma. Then we got a couple cards that I believe Max, the Hype Nitro Armory deck, is moving around. So let's jump into it. First card up here is Sonata Alaska, very strong card, currently sitting at $14.69 for the non-foils, $18.99 for the rainbow foils. Currently 13 non-foils on TCG Player, 6 rainbow foils, so really thin inventory on this one. A 3-month high or low, we got a low of $2. That's a pretty good deal. And a high of $15. Now, I mentioned meta dependent. This card was being played in, I don't think as a 3 of in Vin set, but a couple copies in Vin set. And then also the new big bad, supposedly Florian, is running 3 of these as well. Very strong card that goes and gets any aura out of your deck, which for Florian is very strong. And then you're stacking rune chance anyway, so the cost of this card is free, and you have go again to boot. Not surprised that this card is moving up all the way back to heavy hitters now. We're going on over a year now away from that, year and a couple months, and it was an expansion slot card, so possibly the pull rates are a little bit adjusted there, and thin inventory overall on this card. I can see this card moving up even closer to $20 for the non-foils. All right, another expansion slot card, Roiling Fissure. Currently, non-foil sitting at $13.68. Rainbow foil is $24.99. This card is from the Hunted, so it just came out earlier this year. Inventory, we got 23 non-foils, 8 rainbow foils, so pretty tight inventory on this one as well. You can see from the graph there that this card dropped with the Hunted, wasn't really talked about that much, but it was considered a tech piece. Now, as the meta shifts and Enigma leaves, a natural predator for Guardian, no surprise that this card is going up in price. It only destroys auras with cost. Your fealties, your rune chance are not affected by this card, but Prism is in the meta now, so maybe that's what's going on here, and Guardian players are prepping for that Guardian Mastery pack. 3-month high low, 25 cents for the low. Highs $13.69. So we're right at that high sale price on this card. Just worth keeping an eye on, especially with Guardian Mastery pack coming up. All right, Poison the Well. We're sitting at $14.35 for the non-foil, $26 for the rainbow foil. Inventory, we got 54 non-foil, 44 rainbow foil. 3-month high low. This one, $6 is the low, $24.99 is the high. This one's pretty interesting as well. Along with Florian coming into the meta is what we're seeing happen, is also Verdant is making her place. This card popped off back when Rosetta came out last fall, but Verdant didn't really make herself known in the meta per se. At that time, we saw it come back down. That's why you see that $6 at the beginning of the year. Now Verdant is looking like a stronger and stronger contender. She was at the Pro Tour. There's a lot of pro players that believe she's halfway decent coming into this new meta. Again, Earth Heroes like a little bit slower, grindier game, and she does that perfectly well. And this is obviously a card that techs hard against her healing in those big chunks. So keep an eye on this one. It will be interesting to see if we continue to see this go up as a tech piece against Verdant. All right, now speaking of those Guardians, so we got Slagmite, and we haven't talked about this one on the channel. It only comes in cold foil at the moment, $102 for the cold foil. There's 14 cold foils on TCG Player right now, and our high low is $80 is the low in the last 3 months, high 114. So we're sitting much closer to that high range. And again, like we said, with Enigma gone, Guardians are looking to make more of a name in the meta coming up in the next couple months. And then obviously we're getting a lot of Guardian cards in the Guardian Mastery pack as well. So no surprise there. Obviously back when Rosetta came out and then we got the Jarl deck, this was like $12 because there just wasn't any use for it. But Jarl definitely loves this card, and now it's a staple card for him, and possibly he is a contender in the meta as well. All right, now the first of 2 max cards that his Armory deck is moving around. So first one up here is a Moonshot. Then a Moonshot of itself, right? So non-foil is sitting at $6 right now. Rainbow foil is sitting at $12.50. Inventory on this guy is pretty plentiful at 63 non-foils, 20 rainbow foils. High-low on this one is 50 cents. $11.99 for the high. So you can see from the chart there that this was just trudging along, and it finally got to a point where Max was announced, and then off to the races we go. Reached out to Nate to ask him about it before recording this video. He said that this could be a very good tech piece against fatigue, and we know boosting heroes, boosting mechanologists always struggle with fatigue since you are boosting away your deck, and this could be a tech piece to get you over the hump. If you get this over 10, it does have overpowers, which is really strong in the end game. You could pitch stack a big combo, pop off turn, along with your max Vs with this card. No surprise that the price is going up on this one. All right, and the last card here from Max as well, Hyper Scrapper. Again, dealing with Hyperdrivers, of course. This one from Bright Lights as well. TCG player low on this one's $14.95. The rainbow foil is sitting at $18.76. Inventory 25 non-foils, 15 rainbow foils. So 3-month high-low on this guy as well, 75 cents. It's still counting the time before the Max deck was announced, and then the high is $17.49. So we're closer to that high range for sure. And you can see by that graph that what an announcement of an Armory deck does for a card. It's a blue block 3, and it interacts with those Hyperdrivers that you're running in your Armory deck anyways, and you're likely running if you're trying to make this Hyperdriver version of Max work. Overall, I think this could be I don't know if I'd say a staple card, but this card is definitely part of the upgrade package. I think blue block 3 is never a bad thing, and then also just an attack that gets that plus X, right, as you banish Hyperdrivers. So one to keep an eye on. All right, that's going to do it for this week, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll check you next week. Peace.